Hello, friends, and thank you for joining us again for Botched Situation, an internet game show and hangout session. I am Jake, and I am the ghost of Christmas future. And spoiler, you all are all alone.
I'm Chris. I'm the ghost of Christmas past, and it's pretty great back here. I think I'm going to stay.
We are your co-hosts and competitors. And yes, even on episode 15, we still don't know what we're doing.
If you can believe it. So yes, welcome one and all to episode 15. As always, we will be battling it out in a series of holiday-themed competitive segments, all for the coveted title of Not the Screw Up.
And a word of warning to all of you wonderful people out there, there is a possibility or guarantee that this show may contain some mature content.
Mm-hmm. And due to the nature of the games we play and the material that we cover, spoilers for various properties are always a risk.
So, prepare yourselves for competition.
Oh, I'm ready. My body is ready. My mind is ready. For the competition.
I am also ready. This week is a Christmas Prelude, episode number 2 of our holiday specials. And I'm very excited for the content this week. Why don't you tell us, Chris, what is the overall theme of this week's episode?
This week we're tackling the weeks leading up to Christmas. And it's Christmas themed. We're Christmas celebrators. So Christmas prep.
The way you said
gifts,
that.
Getting into the season. What?
Just
Christmas
the way,
celebrators?
We're Christmas celebrators. Like it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
All of those Christmas celebrators, get them out of here. Nobody wants those people.
A mark of shame. Put a big red C on your chest. Oh. Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. Our episodes are about Christmas. For a lack of knowledge about any other holiday. Sorry.
Yes. So, anyways, I'm excited. I think there's a lot of good content coming for today, and I'm hoping we'll keep everyone in the spirit of Christmas.
Warm and fuzzy and giving and receiving and
of which,
all that good stuff.
Those of you that were listening, I hope you heard our little, I don't know what to call it, audio skit in the intro. I hope you all enjoyed that. I know Chris and I had a lot of fun creating it, and we will definitely play it again next week. But please let us know in chat or via our feedback form what you thought, if you want more content like that, or if you just want to tell us that we're ugly.
You can find that feedback form on our About page. Check it out. So, if you all are ready, if you're ready, Jake, I'm ready. Let's get started. Our first segment, as it has been for a few weeks now, is the classic Quizzard's First Rule. This is our curated trivia segment. And just a reminder for those who don't know, the Quizzard's First Rule is that we are stupid. So
it's one of the world's truths.
It is. Undeniable. Indefatigable. This week, our theme is Christmas and holiday shopping, and we have loosely stuck to that theme.
100% true. Facts that we found on the internet.
With minimal research. You ready for your first question?
Yeah, let's dive in. I plan on winning today. I just want you to know that.
Okay. I don't plan on anything. Nothing goes the way that I want it to.
That's depressing. I like it.
But see, that's my secret. The way that I want it to is not going the way that I want it to.
On
it's
opposite
mental
day.
masochism. Yeah.
Okay.
Question number 1, Christmas holiday shopping theme trivia. According to artificial Christmas tree producer Treetopia, although green is by far the most popular color for artificial Christmas trees, the second most popular color tends to vary by state. White is most popular in most states, taking second place in both Texas and Ohio.
Okay.
What color is the second most popular in Montana? Is it A, pink, B, black, C, orange, or D, blue?
So first of all, the most important states are definitely Ohio and Texas because that's where we live. So I don't know why any of these other colors even matter. Let's see, Montana, their secondary most popular Christmas tree. Honestly, Chris, I when you go shopping and you're out and about during the holiday season, I see a lot of blue trees and a lot of pink trees. So I don't think it's black. I don't think it's orange. I'm just gonna go with my gut. I'm just gonna say blue, because that seems loosely could fit into how people do that kind of like ice theme Christmas. So I'm gonna go with blue. Okay. Blue. Final answer.
It is not blue. It is orange.
What? What is that like a weird Montana thing?
I guess they're the only state that preferred orange. In case you're interested, a lot of states like pink for some reason. There's 8 different states that like pink and 5 that like black. I've seen some of those black trees.
I don't know that I've ever seen that.
Red is popular in Idaho and Colorado. Silver is popular in Pennsylvania and New Mexico. Purple in Hawaii, and rainbow trees in Wyoming.
Interesting. Okay, so here's my thought then. If you live in Montana, you should go buy a blue Christmas tree so I can be right.
Yeah. All of our Montana viewers, retroactively make him right.
Yes, please. We know there's tons of you out there.
All right. And just a reminder, feel free to play along if you're watching.
Yes, please do.
Question number 2. What is currently the best-selling item in Amazon's candy cane category?
Real quick, Rachel says, I wonder if there's an orange sports ball team in Montana.
That hilariously worded, and I think that's why black is popular in Michigan, at least. They're Steelers. Like, that got me thinking, all these weird colors might be sports enthusiasts making sports trees. It could be.
I feel like that might be a stretch, but also the Steelers are in Pittsburgh, which is Pennsylvania, not Michigan.
Well, you see, sports guy.
I was like, wait a minute, are you testing me? Like, that's definitely Pennsylvania, not Michigan.
Yeah, it was a test.
Michigan is the college football team that y'all in Ohio are supposed to hate. So
all
you're
right.
okay.
Well, I don't know who that is. I knew it was the one that we're supposed to hate. That's all. People say they hate Michigan.
Yep, that's exactly.
I like Michigan. I don't know. It's nice. They got that Christmas store.
And they have Cabela's, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
Now that I'm thoroughly embarrassed. Okay. What's the current best-selling item in Amazon's candy cane category? Is it A, box of 1 dozen Greenbrier peppermint candy canes? B, 1 dozen Hershey's Jolly Rancher flavored candy canes? C, a 3 dozen variety pack of Dum Dums, Hot Tamales, and Airheads flavored candy canes? Or D, 1 dozen generic brand edible candy cane spoons?
Edible candy cane spoons?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
I don't. Just so you know, these are all in the top 10. They're
really? I don't think I've
yeah.
ever had an edible spoon.
Neither have I.
But it makes me think of the Tick. Man, in the candy cane category, I would think the Jolly Ranchers have got to be really high up there. 3 dozen variety pack of Dum Dums, Hot Tamales, and Airheads. Flavored candy canes. I don't know, man. I feel like a lot of people that use Amazon, me included, part of the reason I like Amazon is because I can get things not in bulk, but, you can get a larger quantity depending on what it is. I think that alone was why I'm going to go with C. 3 dozen variety pack of Dum Dums, Hot Tamales, and Airhead flavored candy canes.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Nope.
It is not C. Nope. It is the generic brand edible candy cane spoons. And in fact, 4 of the top 10 bestsellers are all candy cane flavored edible spoons.
That seems like, is there some bot just buying edible spoons to troll everyone?
I don't know, but they're trending.
Okay. Strong start. I like it.
Question number 3. Late night TV host Jimmy Kimmel and actor John Krasinski and his wife Emily Blunt used to live next to each other in LA. And at that time, they became embroiled in a years-long Christmas prank war from 2011 to 2018. Which
Okay.
of the following was not a real prank that one family played on the other?
Was not a real prank.
Right.
Okay.
3 out of the 4 are real. Was it A, when Kimmel had Krasinski's entire home gift wrapped? B,
Okay.
when John Krasinski set fire to Kimmel's SUV and drove it through a toy store dressed as a snowman? C, when Kimmel advertised a yard sale at Krasinski's actual address all across LA? Or D, when Krasinski decorated an Airbnb that Kimmel was staying at and opened it up to the public?
Okay, so obviously the one that stands out is B, where he sets fire to the SUV and drives it through a toy store dressed as a snowman. Now, I'm wondering if that's a trick question, though, because those guys are rich enough that they could actually probably pull something like that off in a way that's not actually damaging someone's property or, it's all set up or propped. The Airbnb one and the yard sale sound very believable. So I'm going to go ahead and just dismiss those. Gift wrap an entire house. Again, those guys have got the money for that kind of thing. That would be really fun.
Mm-hmm.
My gut has been wrong so far, but I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to go with the SUV on fire because that just seems so extreme and say that is not what actually happened.
You got it.
All right.
Absolutely.
You have to make it painfully obvious for me to get one right.
No, what he actually did was gift wrap the SUV and drive it into a lamppost.
Wow.
But, yep, you're right. They have money and they spend it.
Hey, I just want to make this observation, Chris. Here in the next 6 months, that's going to be me and you from this show. We're going to be worth multi-millions and, we'll be gift wrapping each other's cars and houses.
Mm-hmm.
I look forward to it.
That's right. All we need to do is get Jimmy Kimmel and John Krasinski watching the show and making donations.
Yeah. I mean, those guys are kind of like, those are like the low-level viewers.
All right. Well, you're 1 for 3 so far, but you got 2 more chances this round. Question number 4. What was the best-selling children's toy in the year 2000 when you were 10 years old? Was it A, the Razor scooter, B, Bratz dolls, C, Beyblades, or D, bottled water and canned vegetables?
No questions asked. Razor scooter. I had one. Final answer.
Yep. You are absolutely right.
Without a
Razor
doubt.
scooter.
I was so cool. Thank you, Mom and Dad. If you guys are listening, I loved that thing. I bashed it into my shins so many times, but man, did I love that scooter. It was, like one of those regular scooters, and it was silver, but it had the razor and all green. It was a total blast. Love that thing.
That's awesome. Never had one myself.
Rollerblades are cooler, but it was definitely a fad that happened.
Well, you got it. Oh, yeah. All right. Your final question of the round.
I'm ready.
With lockdowns in place and online shopping more popular than ever, many people are turning to Etsy for their Christmas shopping. Which of the following search terms on the site has seen an 11,860% growth in 2020 as compared to 2019?
Wow.
That is 118 times more common than it was last year. Is it A, floral cheese dispenser?
Okay.
B, Argyle ceremonial headdress. C, tie-dye sweatsuit. Or D, polka dot spice rack.
Okay. Gonna make an educated guess here. With the hipster movement that's going on throughout the entire world, but also the States, I'm gonna just go with my gut again. Tie-dye sweatsuit, because everything sort of semi-vintage sounding everyone's buying. So that's what I'm going with. C, tie-dye sweatsuit.
Absolutely correct. Yeah. Yes. Tie-dye sweatsuits exploding in 2020.
I don't know whether to laugh or be sad. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Now, that growth is probably because only one person searched for it in 2019. But regardless.
All right.
So that puts you at 3 out of 5 for that.
I like keeping the bar low. All right, Chris, your first
Okay.
Christmas/holiday shopping Quizzard's first rule question is: the use of smartphones for Christmas gift purchases increased by what percent in the past 2 years? Is it A, 27%, B, 11%, C, 300%, or D, none, it decreased like my intelligence?
Well, last 2 years, smartphones as Christmas gifts.
No, making purchases on your smartphone.
Okay.
The use of smartphones
That's different.
for Christmas
Okay.
gift purchases increased by. So, meaning people are buying their Christmas gifts on their phone.
Okay. 27%, 11%, 300%. 300 stands out as abnormally high. Part of me is tempted to answer then, just because this last year specifically, online shopping has skyrocketed, but probably not tripled. That's a lot. 27%, 11%. So going by that logic, 27% would make more sense because it's higher. But when we're talking more realistic sounding numbers, that still sounds too high.
Only you know.
Only I know. Only I can prevent incorrect answers.
That's right.
Maybe 11% over 2 years. That seems like reasonable growth for a business. 3 to 5% per year. That's not what this is, but that's all I know about. So okay, B, 11%. Final answer.
That is correct. Very good. Increased 11%.
All right.
Okay, moving on to question number 2. In modern history, what is the number one gifted present? Meaning for Christmas. Is it A, disappointment, B, giant Santas, C, gift cards, or D, socks? And to clarify, this is this is in the U.S. I should have clarified that in the question.
Okay. In modern history. Well,
Intentionally left open like that.
yeah. I mean, I think if we're all being honest with ourselves, it is probably a disappointment, but I don't think that's something that that statisticians can really track,
can measure,
quantify in a way that they can make this statement. A comedian probably could. Did you pull this off of Comedy Central?
No.
Okay.
But based on the fact that we're on Twitch, we're probably in the higher percentile for dishing out disappointment.
It's not giant Santas. Gift cards or socks. Socks is like the stereotypical bad gift, but I've never actually, that I can remember. I think I've gotten socks once for a Christmas present.
You know you're old.
Honestly, it was great.
I was just going to say, you know you're old when you like getting socks. I love getting socks. I regularly buy new socks, and I'm like picky about my socks now. And I can't survive without my good socks.
Nothing like that fresh elastic.
Oh, yeah.
Hug on your foot.
We're old,
But
Chris.
I don't think we are. I don't think that's the answer, though. I think it's gift cards. It's the easy go-to gift, and everyone gives them. Me too. I think it's gift cards. C.
That is correct. I also want to point out, not only is that correct, but gift cards are a great gift, especially when it's like that awkward, like you want to show someone that you appreciate them, but you don't know what to get. And like no one sits, at least not that I know, no one goes, oh, it's only a $10 gift card. It's like, oh, sweet, free money. Like no one picks up a $10 bill and is like, oh, it's only $10. It's good all around, at least in my opinion.
I think it's fun to schedule a shopping day, take your handful of gift cards to different stores and make a day of it. Hit up all the stores and treat yourself. And then you know you're not going to get disappointment for Christmas.
And the best part of that is going to the mall and getting Auntie Anne's lemonade. Just saying. Anyways, okay. So question number 3 for your Quizzard's first rule is the wrapping paper industry generates around how much each year, even though it ends up just being ripped up and thrown away? Is it
Is this
A,
generates how much like revenue or how much wrapping paper?
revenue? Sorry, should have
Okay.
clarified. How much money do
Okay.
they generate? Is it 1.4 billion? B, 3 billion? C, 2.6 billion? Or D, absolutely nothing, just like my hopes and dreams?
Boy, oh boy. Getting dumber and sadder, huh?
The story of my life.
The wrapping paper industry.
Yes, which is a
Every
big
year.
one.
Those are close to 1.4, 3, or 2.6. That's, I mean, that is a range of $1.6 billion between them, which is a large amount of money, but those are close together. I feel like it could easily be any of the three. I'm no wrapping paper expert. So, since I can't rationalize it and I don't know, I'm just going to split the difference and guess the middle one. C, 2.6 billion.
You would be correct, sir. You would be correct.
All right.
I feel like every year when I wrap gifts, I end up spending more and more money on just wrapping paper. I swear it's like back in the day, it's like, oh, here's $2 and you get 3 rolls of wrapping paper. And not like the crappy stuff, like some legit with some nice patterns. And now to get like legit wrapping paper with like a nice pattern on it, it's like at least $5. It always seems like it just keeps going up. I mean, maybe that's just inflation, but or again,
if you want it to be shiny, heaven forbid, it's like $9, $10 a roll.
right. Again, maybe I'm just showing that we're aging.
I mean, yeah, that's the definition. It's inflation.
Yes. Okay, question number 4. A little bit more difficult on this one. I've gone easy on you.
Okay.
Ukrainians commonly decorate their Christmas trees with what? A, spider webs. B, blood of their enemies. C, chips with Santa hats. Or D, ponchos.
Ukrainians. Little do you know, I spend every other Christmas in the Ukraine. Just hanging out. Well, I don't think it's blood of their enemies. And I don't think it's probably ponchos either. That'd be kind of a sad way to decorate your tree. The others are weird, but at least they seem more like decorations. Spider webs or chips with Santa hats? I don't know. Part of me saying spider webs seems more like potentially a cultural thing. But chips with Santa hats, we literally have like an ornament that is a mouse riding on a nacho chip wearing a Santa hat. I don't know. Maybe that's a thing? I don't know where it came from. Do they like Santa in the Ukraine? Everyone likes Santa. Sure. C. Chips with Santa hats.
That is incorrect. It is A, spider webs. Though, I think we should start a trend. As a matter of fact, maybe that should be the first item on our merch line, Chris, is a botched situation chip with Santa hat ornament coming to you next year. Rachel says, what kind of chip are we talking here? I think technically speaking, we'd have to not choose specific chips, but we would not tell anyone. And, one would be a Dorito or a Frito or maybe like, or like one of those, what do they call them? Those puffy Cheetos. That would be a pretty fun one. We don't
curl or something.
Yeah, we don't call it Dorito. We call it something.
So not
else.
like an acrylic like cast form like chip with a Santa hat ornament, but just grab some of whatever chips are in the house, put a Santa hat on it, and throw it in the mail.
Yes, but maybe we like we have to like dip it in something to keep it safe.
Like French onion dip.
Perfect.
All
right. Your final question for Quizzard's First Rule. Mistletoe is a common decoration. What does mistletoe actually translate to? Is it A, time to dance, B, light the pipe, C, 2 twigs, or D, dung on a stick?
Huh. Okay. I think I'm naturally drawn to two twigs. Now I'm doubting myself. I'm trying to picture mistletoe in my head. Isn't it like it's like two leaves and then some berries in between? Or is that holly?
It's
I'm not
it's like the
a
wigs with the
Christmas
like two.
botanist.
Yeah, it's the like sticks with two, um, what do you call it? Berry things in it.
So two twigs probably makes sense. I wish I knew what language mistletoe originated from. Mistletoe. Dung on a stick? Probably not. But do I know? Light the pipe? I don't know. I'm not a linguist. Two twigs? See?
That is incorrect. It comes out to dung on a stick, or in some translations,
Really?
poo on a stick.
Really?
Yes,
Okay. Well, now you know.
that's
All
right.
right.
That's why this is educational.
It
So
is it's the only educational segment of the evening.
this whole thing's educational. All right, Chris. So you ended up with 3 of 5. So
Three of
we ended up
five.
tying the segment 3 of 5 and 3 of 5.
3-5, 3-5. Well, you want to do half points or you want to do a tiebreaker?
How about we just? I guess I would vote. Let's just move on to the next segment and see where we end up
Okay.
at the end of the show. That's what I think we should do.
That works.
Okay.
It's in limbo. Section 1 is in limbo. If you feel strongly about it, shout out in the chat and we'll listen to you.
Yeah.
Anyone speak to us.
The theme of this show is hammering each other. So we'll just say that because we tied, we both got 0 points. So firmly 0. All right. So segment number 2, we are bringing back Would You Rather. We are going to do Christmas-based Would You Rather questions. And I promise this is better than last week where we totally wung it and it was all over the place. I apologize. That was pretty rough. These ones are more planned out. And for those of you listening, in case you don't know, what we do is we play Would You Rather, but we're guessing would the other person rather. And then also the general audience, not our listeners, but who pre-took these questions, what they would vote as well.
Mm-hmm.
So with that said, we ready to start, Chris?
I'm ready.
All right. So would I, meaning Jake, would I rather eat only Christmas cookies for 6 months or eat no Christmas cookies for 6 years? So which would I rather and which would the general population rather?
Only Christmas cookies for 6 months in lieu of all other food, or no Christmas cookies at all for 6 years. Honestly, this feels pretty easy, I think, because really no Christmas cookies for 6 years means you're missing 6 servings of Christmas cookies. Only Christmas cookies for 6 months means you're missing 180 days of sustenance.
Right.
So I'm going to say you and the public both chose miss out on 6 years of Christmas cookies.
That would be correct. Very good, sir.
Ooh. All
Very
right.
nice.
So to clarify, since I got both correct, that is 2 points.
Dose points. That is correct. All right. Your Would You Rather number 2. We don't go back and forth to this, right? This is all at once.
Yeah, all at once.
Okay, good. So would Jake rather have elf ears or have Santa's beard? And same for the general population.
Elf ears or Santa's beard?
So difficult.
It is. It is a little challenging. Well, I know one day you're going to be a salt and pepper god, so
It's true.
I'm guessing you'll just hang on to the beard and rock that Santa beard. I think Jake chooses the Santa beard the general public, knowing that maybe a lot of them don't have beards already, or are women. Maybe they want to go for the crazy, spacey, fantasy, pointy ears look, and public chose elf ears.
That is correct. I definitely chose the Santa beard. No question. And the audience, 65% said elf ears. So there you go. You are 2 for 2, sir. All right. Question number 3. Or sorry, would you rather number 3? Would I rather have a white Christmas or be able to golf in the month of December? And then what would the general population think about the same would you rather?
So being able to golf would mean good weather. I think you would probably choose being able to golf because you golf or have golfed. General public, though, I think a white Christmas is important to a lot of people. Yeah. You choose golf. Public chose Christmas.
That is correct on both fronts. Yeah, I love being able to golf. That's why I live in Texas. It's very expensive to golf, but I like having it available if I want to. And yeah, so 80% said white Christmas and only 20% selected golf. Good job, sir. You are flawless after 3. Would you rather?
Well,
number 4. Would I rather go sledding or go skiing? And the same question for the general population.
Sledding or skiing?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. My gut, my instinct is telling me that you would choose sledding and the public would choose skiing. But last week you told a story about like exploding your spine.
Big
sledding.
toe, but same thing.
Yeah. Pain in the spine.
Yes.
So I don't know. Is there a complex there? I don't think so. I think Jake would choose sledding. The public would choose skiing.
Okay, you are half correct. You are correct on me. I definitely choose sledding without question. I love sledding, and it's been way too long since I've done it. And the general population also chose sledding over skiing.
All right.
Very good. So that's your first one where you missed one. So you're borderline flawless.
Tarnish, stained.
Yes.
Flog myself.
Yes. Self-discipline.
Okay.
All right. Your final would you rather. Would I rather peek at my gifts beforehand, meaning before opening them, or B, be surprised when I open them? And same for the general audience.
Everyone wants a surprise, right? You'd want to be surprised. You don't peek at your gifts. Do you peek at the gifts that we send you? I would be so... No.
You'll never know.
Absolutely. You and the public both would rather be surprised.
Flawless. That is absolutely correct, sir. So you ended up with 9 out of 10. I feel like I'm going to lose that tie here.
Well, that's okay. There's 3 rounds after it. And there's another round here. I mean, who knows? Are you ready for your first Would You Rather?
I'm ready. Hit me.
Okay. So would I, Chris, rather be a reindeer jockey or be a sleigh driver?
And then same for the general population.
Same for the public.
Yes.
Yep.
I don't see you as much of a horse guy, which makes me think you're not much of a reindeer guy. And we both like driving to some extent. So I feel like for you, you'd rather be a sleigh driver. I don't know why. That's just what my gut. Now, the general population. I think the general population would rather be a reindeer jockey, and Chris would rather be a sleigh driver. Final answer.
You are 50% correct.
All
yes,
right.
I would prefer being a sleigh driver, but so would everyone else.
Just goes to show how out of touch I am, which we already knew.
73% chose be a sleigh driver. Would you rather, number 2, Would I rather eat every meal mixed with figgy pudding or drink every beverage mixed with eggnog? Same for the public.
I don't even know if you like eggnog. So this one's tough.
Should I tell you?
I feel like fidgy pudding in every meal would ruin every single meal completely. And frankly, so would eggnog with a beverage, but somehow that seems less intense to me. And I hate eggnog. I don't know. I think that's where I'm going. I think more people would rather have a crappy drink than a crappy meal forever. So I'm gonna go with both. Both you and the public would prefer to have mixed beverage with eggnog.
You are correct.
All right.
Yeah. It was surprisingly close. It was 51% to 49%. I think maybe some people just don't know what figgy pudding is or something. I don't know.
But it sounds gelatinous.
Yeah.
JJ says real eggnog equals amazing. Store-bought eggnog equals disgusting. That might explain my distaste for eggnog, but up to this point, I am not a fan of eggnog.
I would argue that the the low end is still delicious. I like cheap garbage eggnog as well, but yeah, real stuff is much better.
Do they sell gas station level eggnog? Because sometimes gas station level stuff is the best. Let's be honest. Those Tokitos, oh man, those are bomb.
Trailer park eggnog, yeah. Oh, absolutely. But yeah, just like you said, you just drink things to mix with the eggnog that complement the eggnog, and then eat whatever you want.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, question number 3. Would I rather have my hands replaced with jingle bells or sweat hot chocolate instead of sweat?
Easy answer for Chris. Chris would rather sweat hot chocolate because you'll just live somewhere where you never sweat. And I know you don't like places that are really hot. So I feel like that one's easy for you. Much better to sweat hot chocolate. Now for the general public, man, that one's tough. I could picture like a whole society of people with jingle bell hands. Everyone would just move up north so you can't sweat. I don't know. I'm going to say both hot chocolate. I just feel like somehow, if you lived somewhere cold, you're still going to sweat. But, we would design like some sort of clothing that absorbs the hot chocolate. And, yeah, that's what I'm going with. Both Chris and general public sweat hot chocolate over jingle bell hands.
You are correct.
All right.
Absolutely. I think they probably follow the same logic. 77% say sweat hot chocolate instead of sweat. Question number 4. Would I rather meet Santa Claus or be Santa Claus?
Now, this is assuming that Santa Claus is real, or are we just saying a Santa Claus?
I mean the real Santa Claus who is not real. So would you rather meet emptiness or stop existing?
Got you.
No, the real Santa Claus.
I feel like Chris would rather meet Santa Claus than be Santa Claus. That's a pretty big response. But then again, Santa's got all kinds of cool, chocolate dispensing sleighs and magical ability. So I don't know. Being Santa might be pretty dope. You only work one day out of the year, right? Man, that's tough.
How much prep goes into preparing toys for a billion kids?
He's like the CEO. He doesn't do anything. He just tells people what to do.
It depends on the movie you watch.
That's true. Then again, he has to read a lot of letters. But you like reading. I don't know. I'm talking myself into thinking you would rather be Santa. Originally, I was the other way around, but the more I think about this, being Santa is pretty dope. So Chris would rather be Santa Claus. Now, the general population is going to say meet Santa Claus, partially because, obviously, I don't know what the exact percentage is, but 50% women probably don't want to be a man. There's some percent that might want to, so I'm not excluding them. But I don't think it would swing the vote, if that makes sense. So Chris, Santa, general population, meet Santa.
I am so sorry. You are 50% correct.
Dang it.
I would, in fact, rather meet Santa Claus. I don't want that responsibility, but I would love the proof that he is real.
Because you are him, right?
Yeah. All right. Well, final question. Would I rather wear only elf clothes 2 sizes too small, or wear only Santa suits 3 sizes too big?
Okay.
Same for the public.
Knowing you, hands down, you would rather wear the sizes too big. You don't. I don't think you're a super tight clothes type guy. Neither am I, for what it's worth. But for you, it's because you don't want the women going into mating frenzies. Whereas for me, I'm just so fat I will offend people. So for you, you would prefer the sizes too big. Now see, this one's tough.
You realize when you literally weigh like 40 pounds less than me
Well, the weight doesn't reflect how you look in tight clothes. See what I'm saying? It's a different thing.
You're also taller than me.
True, but it doesn't. It's not.
Anyways,
you don't have these massive hips, Chris. It makes people vomit. We've had this discussion before. Man, I'm gonna say the general population would rather wear elf clothes 2 sizes too small, and here's why. Because I feel like most women would pick maybe not all, but most would pick the tighter clothes. And then you've got some dudes, look at skinny jeans. They love tight clothes. So my rationalization there is if you take roughly 50% plus whatever percent that prefer the tight clothes, there we go. So general population, the elf clothes, Chris, Santa suit 3 sizes too big.
I would choose the Santa suit. And I think your rationalization is fair because 41% did say elf clothes, but the public chooses right. Santa suit as well. But it was close.
Only results matter, Chris. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, so that wraps up that segment. And I did take that one.
You did.
9 out of 10 here, 7 out of 10. It was still pretty close, but...
You are officially in the lead, my friend.
I am officially in the lead. We'll still see if that first round comes into play later on. But now it is time to move into segment 3, which is Spot the Fake Quotes.
I'm excited. Here. I'm excited for the theme of this one. This is good.
Oh, yeah. The theme for this week is Christmas movies, which we may see Christmas movies popping up again next week. Who knows? It's too rich a mine.
There's so many good Christmas movies with amazing quotes.
Yeah. But for this week, we are doing Christmas movies. This is the game where we choose a property, choose a quote from it, and then create 2 alternate versions to try to trip up our opponent into guessing one of our faked quotes. So if you're ready, Jake, I'd be happy to give you your first set of quotes.
Yes. What is the IP that the first one is from?
My first is from the movie It's a Wonderful Life. That Christmas classic.
Yes, sir.
This is fairly early on in the movie, a conversation between main character George Bailey and love interest, and some argue the real hero of the movie, Mary Hatch.
Okay.
Future Mary Bailey. So it's a back and forth conversation. Does it go, George says, and I'll do the impression. I like George
ready.
Bailey. Does George say, "What is it you want, Mary? What do you want? You want the stars? Just say the word and I'll throw a net up there and pull them down. Hey, that's a pretty good idea. I'll give you the stars, Mary."
That's a pretty good impression, Chris. I actually immediately can think of the scene when you do it like that. That's not bad.
I love doing George Bailey. It's fun.
Yeah.
Mary says, "I'll take it. Then what?" And George says, "Well, then you can rub them on your skin and they'll all soak in, see? And the starlight would radiate from your cheeks and elbows and the back of your neck. Am I talking too much?"
It's almost a little bit Sean Connery.
A little bit, yeah. So there's your first quote.
Okay.
It's a little long. Sorry.
That's okay.
Or is it option B? "What is it you want, Mary? What do you want? You want the moon? Just say the word and I'll throw a lasso around it and pull it down. Hey, that's a pretty good idea. I'll give you the moon, Mary." And Mary says, I'll take it. Then what? And George says, well, then you can swallow it, and it'll dissolve, see? And the moonbeams would shoot out of your fingers and your toes and the ends of your hair. Am I talking too much?
Okay.
Or is it C? What is it you want, Mary? What do you want? You want Bradley Cooper? Just say the word and I'll throw handcuffs on him and bring him in. Hey, that's a pretty good idea. I'll give you Bradley Cooper, Mary. I'll take it, then what? Well, then you can play gin rummy and talk about his extended family, see? And the cops would try to trace his whereabouts, but I'd fake his death for the news, and... Am I talking too much?
Can you just give me a brief overview of the first one again?
Absolutely. What is it you want? Do you want the stars? Say the word and I'll throw a net up there and pull them down. Then you can rub them on your skin and they'll all soak in, and the starlight will radiate from your cheeks and elbows and the back of your neck.
Okay. It's been a while since I've seen this one. And I really think he said moon, not stars, in that scene. I'm pretty sure he said moon. And obviously, the last one, as JJ pointed out in chat, was definitely vastly superior to the original. Well written. You know, at some point, Chris, we really should go back through all these recordings and remake all of these quotes, whether it be books or from movies, into actual clips. But yeah, I'm going to go with the moon. I think that was B. Because I could have swore he talked about the moon. Oh, okay, yes.
Absolutely, yep.
Excellent. Okay. Woo! Good start. Good start. I love this segment. I don't know why. It's just so fun doing goofy words and have fun with it. All right. So, Chris, for your first Christmas movie quote, I went with another classic. Not quite that classic, but Home Alone.
All right.
Classic to me.
Definitely a classic. Oh,
definitely a classic to me. And this is from,
iconic,
I believe...
yeah.
The first Home Alone. I know there are multiple. And this is Kevin talking.
Okay.
So, did he say, A, I took a shower, cleaning every body part with actual soap, including all my major cracks, including between my toes and in my belly button, which I never did before, but sort of appreciated? Is it B, I took a shower, lathering every body part with actual soap, including all my major abysses, including between my toes and in my belly button, which I never did before, but sort of reveled in? Or is it C, I took a shower, washing every body part with actual soap, including all my major crevices, including between my toes and in my belly button, which I never did before, but sort of enjoyed? Very much a Kevin line.
It is. That's a Kevin line. I can hear it. Have I ever told you that sometimes my son looks like Macaulay Culkin?
He does.
It kind of freaks me out sometimes.
That's awesome.
I'm pretty sure I can hear it in my head. It's the same. It's been a while since I've seen Home Alone, but when you read it, I can hear little Macaulay Culkin saying, I'm pretty sure it's C. I think it's C. All my major crevices, and I kind of enjoyed it.
That is correct. Very good, sir. Well done. Well done. Man, I need to sit down and just watch a bunch of Christmas movies.
Oh, absolutely. I look forward to watching Christmas Chronicles 2 this year. I like the first one. All right. Second quote. This one, I know I don't think you've seen this movie, or at least it's been a while, but maybe you'll still be able to get it. This is Gremlins, which
I don't
is
think
arguably a Christmas movie.
I don't think I've seen Gremlins.
Yeah. I've mentioned it once before on this show. I think maybe it was a Halloween trivia.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's a spooky movie. It's also a Christmas movie. It's also a Furby movie. Anyways, one of the main protagonists, Kate Berenger, she's got a whole very, very sad backstory about one of her early childhood Christmases, and she hates Christmas now. So this quote is her commenting on how people react when you tell them that you hate Christmas.
Okay.
So does she say, A, say you hate Arbor Day or Halloween and nobody cares, but say you hate Christmas and everybody makes you feel like you've got the bubonic plague? Does she say, B, say you hate Omelette Month or Teacher Appreciation Day and nobody cares, but say you hate Christmas and everybody makes you feel like you've killed a man?
Omelet month? I want to celebrate omelet month. I love omelets.
Or is it C? Say you hate Washington's birthday or Thanksgiving and nobody cares, but say you hate Christmas and everybody makes you feel like you're a leper.
That should be used as an insult more often. Okay.
You leper?
Owned leper. Okay, so based on the movie and it being kind of spooky, I'm leaning towards the one where you said Halloween and Christmas, right? Or Halloween and what was A?
A is Arbor Day and Halloween, and you've got the bubonic plague.
Oh. Yeah, I'm going with A. Final answer.
Wah, wah. Nope.
Which one was it?
It is C, Washington's birthday, Thanksgiving, and you're a leper.
I thought the leper thing surely wasn't real.
No, that's what they went with, yeah.
Well, just proving my point in that I haven't seen the movie. Okay, Chris. Another classic Christmas movie to me, and I also know Rachel and Chad. Your next Spot the Fake quote is a character named Scott Calvin from the original Santa Claus movie, which I have seen, no joke, probably 20 times. My sister and I loved that movie growing up, and for some reason, now that I'm older, I can't, it's so cringe, I can't get through it. But as a kid, it was the greatest thing ever.
It's a little cringy. I've seen it probably 5 or 6 times.
Yeah. You have to play it on loop for your son. Anyways.
Yeah, I do.
Here is your Scott Calvin quote. And just for a little bit of background, this is when he first started experiencing Santa features happening to him. Like his beard growing out, he shaves it and it grows back. Or he starts dreaming about Christmas and goofy things are happening. So he's still Scott Calvin. He's not transitioned to Santa yet.
Okay.
So, does he say, A, it was a fabrication of my mind. A thing like that doesn't happen. It was a delusion. Come on. I don't even wear pajamas. Normally I sleep in the nude. Completely nude. Ha! Was it B? It was a dream. Stuff like that doesn't happen. It was a dream. Come on. I don't even wear pajamas. Normally I sleep naked. Buck naked. Ha! Or was it C? It was my imagination. A situation like that doesn't happen. It was my imagination. Come on. I don't even wear pajamas. Normally I sleep commando. I can feel every breeze commando. Ha!
Oh man.
Rachel, it's Barabbas, not Bernard. Get it right. Or Barnaby.
Yeah. Well, as much as I love I can feel every breeze commando, I got to start using that. I have to be naked more so I can start saying I can feel every breeze commando more often. I don't think it's C.
Okay.
So I'm probably wrong. I'm feeling delusions and nude, totally nude. I think it's probably...
That was A.
I think it's probably A. I can also maybe hear Tim Allen saying buck naked in my head, so I'm not confident, but I'm leaning A.
That is incorrect. It was B. It was the buck naked.
Oh, it was buck naked. Oh, man.
Tim Allen, man. He's hilarious.
Might question some of his personal choices, but we don't have to get into that.
I was gonna say I honestly don't know any of his personal choices whatsoever. I just meant like his. I think he makes me laugh.
Why does that keep happening with comedians? So many funny people just go off the rails at some point.
I think that's part of being a comedian. You gotta be a little bananas.
Takes an interesting person to get there. Okay, well, start going crazy, Jake.
Good thing I'm not funny.
Ready for your third quote?
Let's do it.
We're tied up again. All right.
Pressure's
your final quote is from The Muppets Christmas Carol.
Oh, classic again. It's like they're all classics.
Oh, yeah. I love this one. So this movie is narrated by Gonzo the Great playing Charles Dickens. and
Okay.
Rizzo the rat, who's just Rizzo. And this is one of their exchanges. So, Rizzo says, how do you... I can't do Rizzo, I'm sorry. Rizzo says, how do you know what Scrooge is doing? We're down here and he's up there. And Gonzo says, I told you, storytellers are omniscient. I know everything. And Rizzo responds, hoity-toity, Mr. Godlike Smarty Pants.
Okay.
Or is it, Rizzo says, how do you know what Ebenezer is doing? We're out here and he's in there. And Gonzo says, I told you narrators are infallible. I know it all. And Rizzo says, ooh la la, Mr. All-Powerful Brainiac. Or is it C? Rizzo says, how do you know what Bah Humbug is doing? We're over here and he's over there. And Gonzo says, I told you blue aliens are psychic. I know your thoughts. And Rizzo says, look at me, Mr. Irresistible Space Brain.
Okay, it's not C. I don't think it's C.
Okay.
Which means that's probably correct. The other two weren't too bad. It's been a long time since I've seen this, but my heart is telling me B. It came off the tongue nice. So that's what I'm going to go with. It's probably wrong, but I'm rolling with it. Based on your face,
probably
it's
wrong.
Which one was it?
It was A. It was A. Yeah.
Hey, at least I got the C part right.
Yep, you're right. Yes, C was incorrect.
Got to look on the positive side, Chris.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like jazz. It's about the points you don't get.
Yes. Okay, Chris, your final spot the fake quote, and for all the marbles on this segment, is a quote from Ebenezer Scrooge in the Christmas movie A Christmas Carol. As you know, there's many, 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 many versions of A Christmas Carol. This is specifically from the Disney A Christmas Carol that featured Jim Carrey, the animated one.
Oh, I have not seen that one. Okay, well, this might be another tie then. I don't know. Okay.
Oh, it's phenomenal. You should, man, you should watch it. I like many of the Christmas carols, but I think this might be my second favorite one. My favorite one, I don't even know what year it was, but it's an older one. So anyways, What did Ebenezer Scrooge say? Did he say, in his grumpy voice, what's Christmas time to you but a time for paying bills and spending money you don't want to? A time for finding yourself much older, but without any further achievement. If I could work my will, every moron who goes about with Merry Christmas on his lips should be made to peel potatoes with a dull knife and made to pay higher taxes than the rest of us.
Okay.
Or did he say, what's Christmas time to you but a time for paying bills with your body? A time for finding yourself dying but not enjoying it. If I could work my will, every ninwit who goes about with Merry Christmas on his lips should be beaten with a giant rusty post and forced to ingest hot sauce from the backside. Or C, what's Christmas time to you but a time for paying bills without money? A time for finding yourself a year older but not an hour richer. If I could work my will, every idiot who goes about with Merry Christmas on his lips should be boiled with his own pudding and buried with a stake of holly through his heart. Rachel, I believe it is computer animated. Yes.
Yeah, she says I probably have seen it. I feel like I remember. Does he shrink at some point? Is he like a little?
I think one of the ghosts of Christmas ends up being giant. I don't know that he actually shrinks. But I can't remember.
I remember him running from a dog or something. I don't know. I clearly don't remember it very clearly.
Rachel, JJ's preferred method of inserting hot sauces through the backside.
Mm-hmm. That's how you can really extract all the capsaicin and just really experience it. I'm leaning C because I think I've heard boiled in his own pudding and a stake of holly through his heart in other A Christmas Carols. I think that is like the actual Dickens line. But A also sounded believable. But my heart is telling me probably C. So I'm going to say C.
That is correct. You are
Oh,
absolutely
wow.
correct, sir. Very well done. You
All
take
right.
the segment.
I'll take the segment.
It's not looking good, Chris. It's not looking good for me. You are now up 2-0 in our Christmas Prelude episode. But
With a tie in limbo.
well, one of them was a tie, but yes. On the positive side, we are going to transition to everyone's favorite segment, which is the quick break segment, where everyone goes and grabs some hot apple cider or a hot chocolate or goes to the bathroom or whatever they need to do. And you guys can watch the snow flow here in our window and listen to a fireplace in the meantime.
Yeah. But don't go too far, because when we come back, we will have audio reversal. It's a fun segment. I think y'all are going to like it.
And it's going to be about Christmas commercials, which we all know are is another hole to dive into. All right. We will be right back. Hang in there. See you all soon. All right. We are back. Thank you for your patience, y'all. Chris, take it away, my friend.
All right, so thanks for sticking around. As we said before the break, our next segment is audio reversal. This is a favorite of mine. I know Jake likes it too. I hope you all do as well. We have found some themed audio clips. This week it is from Christmas commercials. We cut them down, we reverse them, and then we try to guess the original clip based on the reverse clip. It's really fun. Please play along. So yeah, Christmas commercials. It's a fun theme. Christmas commercials are super popular, which is why a lot of companies play the same commercials for decades in a row, because they're so iconic.
There's one that comes to mind immediately that I really want to bring up, but I'm worried maybe you used it, but there's no talking in it. So like, you probably didn't use it. So I'm going to risk bringing it up anyways.
I don't think I used any with no talking.
Okay. So the one that I always think of when I think of Christmas is the Hershey's Kisses commercial
bells,
where they're playing the
choir.
bells. It's just like, I think that's, I don't know what year that came out, but I've seen it a million times and I just thought it was so perfect and short and sweet. And I don't know, it makes you want to eat Hershey Kisses. It's great.
I believe I actually saw that one in my research. I want to say it was the late 80s when that one came out. And I learned apparently that commercial wasn't even supposed to be made. The guy who made that commercial had been hired to make a series of Hershey's Kisses commercials that are in that sort of almost stop animated style.
Right.
And had been specifically instructed not to do a holiday commercial. And basically he got all the others done and went, I know it's going to be great. I'm just going to make it anyways. And you guys are going to run it. And they did. And history was made.
Yeah. Like I said, I mean, at least for me personally, that's the one that I think of every single time. Like when I was doing research, I was like, how can I try to use this? And there's no good way to do it. So.
All right. Well, if you're ready to start, this is one of our back and forth segments, and I will give you the first clue.
Okay.
So your first clue, this is a Coca-Cola commercial. I don't want to say the actual name of the commercial because that'll give away the clip, but it's their trucks commercial. They've got a bunch of lit up Coca-Cola trucks driving through town and like through walls of houses and stuff.
Okay.
And there's a song playing. This is a clip from the song.
All right, let's hear it. Wow, it just sounds like Gregorian chants. I'm going to play it again if you don't mind.
Yep.
Okay, what are my options, sir?
All right. This is a chant. Are they chanting, "Here comes Christmas, Hanukkah's around the bend, holidays are coming, or Kwanzaa is imminent"?
Let me hear it one more time. Okay, so I'm definitely hearing like a C noise, like which could be Christmas. or coming? Here comes Christmas. Hanukkah's around the bend. Holidays are coming, or Kwanzaa is imminent. It should be that one.
This jingle gets stuck in my head. I can't not bob my head to it.
Yes, exactly. I honestly, Chris, I think it's C. Holidays are coming. Something like that. I think that Here Comes Christmas doesn't quite follow that pattern. So, yeah, I guess I'm going to go with C. Holidays are coming.
All right, let's hear the answer.
Holidays are coming. Holidays are coming. Holidays are coming. Holidays are coming.
Awesome. Yeah, that is fantastic. How well done, man. I love it.
Mm-hmm. So rich sounding, too.
Yeah. Very good. Okay. Chris, are you ready for your first audio reversal?
I am so ready.
Okay, so Rachel says that is really freaking catchy. It is.
Holidays are coming.
We're going to just loop that for the next 20 minutes. Okay, so your first audio reversal, I tried to make it a little bit more difficult. Okay. Here's your hint. This is a McDonald's Christmas commercial. It's a little bit older, as in a couple years, but not super old. And it's also UK. It's a UK McDonald's commercial. So
it's not the one with creepy Ronald McDonald skating backwards and he like pushes over a kid or something, right?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay.
So yeah, let's hear it and see what you think. Here we go again. So, here are your options. Is it A, hey dad, I want to be a reindeer too. Sounds fun. Is it B, look, Santa, are you going to eat that McFlurry? I'll take some. Is it C, a McRib? I better leave one for Santa. He'll like that. Or is it D, you know, Dad, us reindeer like McNuggets too, don't we?
Okay, well, yeah, I'll definitely need to hear this one more time. Okay.
Yeah, this one's tough. So, your options, reindeer, McFlurry, McRib, or McNuggets.
So I'm trying to guess this based on like the pattern, the rhythm, the sounds.
And to be clear, this one is not a song like the last one was. This is just talking in the commercial.
Don't worry, you've got some hard ones coming too.
Oh no, sealing my loss.
I'm leaning D because just right at the beginning there, it sounds like two syllables. It doesn't sound like "don't we" backwards, but it does sound like two syllables, and then at the end it sounds like the three. So you know, Dad. It kind of seems to line up.
You tell me.
I think. Am I a cheater if I want to hear it one more time?
No, not at all. Here we go.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's D.
Okay, here we go. Here's what it actually is.
You know, Dad, us reindeers like McNuggets too, don't we?
Very good.
All right.
Very good, sir. I like your the way you talk to yourself through that. Excellent job.
I like that reindeer's accent.
Yeah.
You know, Dad.
It's actually, the commercial is actually like an older sister pretending to be a reindeer for the younger sister.
Aw.
Yeah,
I was hoping it was an actual weird commercial about reindeers eating McNuggets.
No.
Okay. Well. Great. Okay. Well, you ready for your second clue?
I am. Let's do it.
This one is probably my favorite of the five. This is Atari's Night Before Christmas commercial from the early 80s. So if you want to play the clip.
Here we go.
Back
I was expecting more laser noises.
There are laser noises.
Okay, hit me with my options.
Okay. Oh, yeah. There are definitely lots of lasers and bleeps and bloops in
There
the
is some
rest of the
bleeps.
commercial. Yeah. Okay. Is it A, 'twas the night before Christmas and all through the ship, not a sensor was flashing, not even a blip? B, when there was a huge crash, to the bridge I then ran, and there found St. Nicholas with joystick in hand? C, with Atari's Miss Pac-Man, he gobbled and scored, then on to Jungle Hunt, he played till he roared? Or D, from out of his sack he pulled dozens of games, all the great ones from Atari, our favorite names?
Whew, yeah, this one's tough. Okay, I'm going to play this one again if you don't mind. Can I hear it one more time?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I am having a hard time here. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the ship, not a sensor was flashing, not even a blip. When there was a huge crash, to the bridge I then ran, and there found St. Nicholas with a joystick in hand. With Atari's Miss Pac-Man, he gobbled and scored. Then onto Jungle Hut he played till he roared. From out of his sack he pulled dozens of games, all the great ones from Atari, our favorite names. Wow. I'm having a hard time unless chat wants to give me a hint.
Give you a hint if you want.
I feel like
give you a hint.
A is throwing me off a little bit. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the ship, not a sensor was flashing. Pause. Not even a blip. And I didn't hear the pause. So no, maybe he spoke it in a way, or I'm assuming it's he. Through the ship, not a sensor was flashing, not even a blip. But I feel like he probably would have put a pause there. Whereas B does not have the pause. And C and D both have those commas there. So I guess what I'm saying is, without really having any idea at all, I'm leaning towards B just because of the flow. And typically, you put a little pause there. So I'm going to go with B. When there was a huge crash, to the bridge I then ran and found St. Nicholas with a joystick in hand.
All right, let's hear it.
Here we go.
When there was a huge crash, to the bridge I then ran, and there found St. Nicholas with joystick in hand.
Oh, so
got it.
awesome. So awesome.
You got it.
What
I
a
love
lovely
these.
commercial.
I love old video game commercials because I swear they get the same two guys to do the voiceover for every single one of them.
It's amazing. Yeah. Not to mention they had all the music from back then is just, not that the music now isn't great, but it was just so good.
It's good stuff.
Okay, Chris, on to your second audio reversal here.
All right.
Your hint is this comes from an M&M's Christmas commercial. All right.
Okay.
Again.
Sure.
So your options are A, he does exist. They do exist. B, he's not real. He is real. C, look, it's Santa. Look, it's alive. Or D, Santa doesn't exist. I don't believe it.
I think if I had to choose one Christmas commercial that I've seen more times than any other Christmas commercial, it's probably this one.
Ah,
It is definitely. He does exist. They do exist. Hey,
let's find out.
He does exist!
They do exist.
Very good, sir. Very good. You knew that one. Excellent.
that one's burned into my soul for some reason.
Hey, that means their marketing team's doing a great job.
Very great job. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Your third clue here. This is a Staples commercial from a few years back. Their Snowbot commercial. They've built a robot, a Christmas-themed robot, to help guests in the store.
Okay.
And this is an exchange with someone in the commercial.
All right, let's do it. Got to recalibrate my brain and listen to that again. Okay, what are my options, sir?
These are all a human speaking and then the robot speaking.
Right.
Is it A? But I want to get it from my brother. Get him a cell phone. B. No, he really wants one of these. He can't have her. I love her. C. It's okay. We found you someone else. Who? Or D. What? No. Weeping.
Okay. I definitely need to hear this one again. Okay. So, I don't think it's D, because D, it's what? No, weeping. There's not enough of the human voice there, because you can hear the human voice do a full phrase. So D is scratched. I feel like I'm hearing at the end like almost like a hun noise, like a which makes me think, no, he really wants one of these. He can't have her. I love her. But I want to get it for my brother, get him a cell phone. It's definitely not C, not the sexy growl thing going on. So D and C are out. I don't know, Chris. I'm just going to go with B because I'm hearing that noise at the end, which implies that it starts with an noise, which would be no. Final answer.
All right.
No, he really wants one of these. He can't have her. I love her.
Yeah.
You got it. Right on. 3 for 3. Good round for both of us so far. I'm liking it.
Agreed. Question for you. Do you know in the commercial what item is the person actually talking about?
Is a printer fax machine.
Ah. That's a good choice to love a printer fax machine. Lots of features. All right, sir. Your third audio reversal question comes from classic Campbell's Soup Snowman commercial.
Oh.
I think it's from... I don't want to get it wrong. It's pretty
a little
old.
older.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Here we go again.
Okay.
So, your options are A, feeling cold for playing in the snow? Keep away the cold with a tasty bowl of Campbell's soup. B, Campbell's soup, the reason for the season. C, nothing melts away the cold like a delicious hot bowl of Campbell's soup. Or D, Campbell's soup, the most delicious part of the holiday season.
All right. Definitely need to hear it one more time and listen closely.
The quality on this one isn't great, which just makes it even
Older.
harder.
Okay. Well, man, okay, so this is a commercial that I remember visually very clearly. It's a fun one. It's the one the snowman melts away and there's a kid inside. I think because the soup is hot.
Yes, it melts away the snowman. Exactly.
Yeah. I don't remember how it sounds though. I don't think it's B. B was too short. Campbell's soup, the reason for the season. Definitely not. It felt kind of long. It could
It is.
be C or D, but it felt long. And I was trying to listen for syllables, and it was kind of hard to hear. I feel like...
Deeper voice, low quality. Yeah, it kind of all meshes together.
But hey, you had to do the same thing with my Atari commercial, so fair play. I'm feeling. I think it's A, feeling cold from playing in the snow. Keep away the cold with a tasty bowl of Campbell's soup.
All right, let's find out.
Nothing melts away the cold like a delicious hot bowl of Campbell's soup.
Good guess, sir, but not quite. That one is so hard just because of the quality. I should have picked a different one, but I just loved the commercial.
You go, but you got to get a classic one in there.
Right, had to get one.
Yeah.
Good guess, though. Good guess.
I guess the other one that ended in Campbell's soup.
It's true.
All right. Well, your fourth clue, one you're probably not familiar with. It's a commercial for the Wisconsin ADA, the American Dairy Association.
No, but I'm guessing they're cheeseheads if they're in Wisconsin.
So this one, just a catchy song. I just enjoyed it. So
Perfect.
you want to play the clue?
Yeah, let's do it. Everything sort of sounds like the, what was it, 1960s Hobbit that we used last week. Everything sort of sounds like Bilbo from that. All right, I'm gonna play one more time. Okay, what are my options, sir?
All right. Is it A? There's lots of ways milk helps you say Merry Christmas the whole year round. B. So many ways cream cheese helps you say season's greetings until next year. C. Can't count the ways Greek yogurt makes you say Jingle Bell Rock in the middle of summer. Or D. Taste all the ways butter helps you say Happy Holidays throughout the year.
Okay. Let's hear it again. Call me a crazy man, and that's okay. I swear I hear them say the word butter. I swear to you, I hear the word butter in there. Originally, I was thinking, oh, it's gotta be cream cheese because I thought Wisconsin, cheeseheads. I know it's the Dairy Association, but maybe they're advertising a cheese. But I'm convinced. I could swear I hear the word butter. So I'm going to go with D, taste all the way. Butter helps you say happy holidays throughout the year.
All right, let's hear it.
Taste all the way. Butter helps you say happy holidays throughout the year.
That's so amazing. And yes, butter is the best way to say happy holidays. I didn't know that.
You know, I thought I was being real trolly, making all your options the same length and the same general structure, so you can't use length or rhythm or anything. But you're right, I didn't hear it until that time through. It sounds like butter, even backwards. That was weird.
Yeah, I don't know why, but it's like foreign language, and then I hear butter, and then just something about that particular enunciation or something came out that way.
Well, good job.
Thank you. Okay, sir. Your fourth audio reversal is an Xfinity Christmas Santa commercial. And this is actually brand new. I believe it released this year. So in this particular situation, it's just Santa talking. And I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
Here we go.
I don't forget what my phone. Why must stay rather on observation.
And a second time.
I don't forget what my phone. Why must stay rather on observation.
So lots of spacing in there for you. So what was Santa saying? Was it A, this has been the hardest year, and somehow you folks made it all work? Is it B, this year has been harder than ever, and yet somehow you all found a way to pull it off? Is it C, Santa wants to have a party. What's that? Bring in the hot chocolate. Or is it D, Santa would like to bring the cheer and jolly, and don't forget the presents?
Okay, well, let's hear it that magical third time.
Auto clear with my phone. Why must stay further on observation?
Another pretty tough one, man. I'm hitting you hard today. That's what she said.
None of... Already... Wamas. Mmm. Mmm. None... Looking at these phrases, like... And where the pauses are...
Would you like a fourth listen through?
Oh, wait a minute. There's... Okay. It's B. I hear him say Wamas, and I thought it was this pause, this short phrase in between the ellipses, but I think there's a dramatic pause at the beginning of the final phrase, and that's somehow backwards is Wamas. Somehow. I think it's B. This year has been harder than ever, and yet, somehow, you all found a way to pull it off.
Let's find out.
This year has been harder than ever, and yet, somehow, you all found a way to pull it off.
Bonus question. Who is the actor?
Yeah. My goodness, why'd you ask me so fast? Steve Carell.
That's right. Yes, that's why I was attracted to this commercial, because I was like, oh, Steve Carell's playing Santa. This is amazing.
That's fantastic. Very
good job, sir. It's also
a bizarre backwards.
Yes. Oh, and they also make him sound like he's a little old. And what's funny about that particular commercial that it was very fitting for this year is he's talking to his elves on his phone, and he says that line, and then they go, Santa, you're muted. And then he has to unmute himself and like rephrase it. And it was very fitting for the year.
That's great. Fantastic. All right. Well, you ready for your final question here?
Let's do it.
This is possibly the hardest. We'll see. This is the Fruity Pebbles Christmas commercial. Their Santa commercial. It's all song. So this is a clip from the song.
Okay, I'm going to do it. Very short. Okay, let me get the brain tuned in. All right, let's go. Okay, short and sweet. What are my options, sir?
Oh, I'm going to give you just a tiny bit more context just to help you out. This is Santa in the commercial, and the commercial is sung to the tune of Deck the Halls, in case that helps. So is this Santa singing Yabba Dabba Fruitylicious Do, or Yabba Dabba Do and cereal too, or Yabber Dabbin' Do, there's lots of snow, or Yordle Dordle Shoop de Flippin' Whoop?
All of those are so good. I gotta hear this again. Okay. It's weird because it's from a phrasing standpoint, it's all very much connected. So yabba dabba do and cereal too. Yabba dabba do, there's lots of snow. Yabba dabba fruity licious too. See how like the fruity kind of connects a little bit more than the other ones? Yordle dorty shoop. Wait, yordle dorty shoop de fruit and woo. It's also very short. Which is short. Making me think it's not C. Yeah, yabber dabbin' dough. There's lots of snow. You know what, Chris? I'm gonna go with my gut. It's paid off so far this round. A, yabba dabba fruity licious do. Final answer.
All right.
Yabba dabba fruity licious do.
Yes.
You got it.
Genius marketing right there. I'm going to go buy some Fruity Loops tomorrow. Or, sorry, Fruity Pebbles, not Fruity Loops.
Fruity Loops are good too.
Yes. But not the same. Okay. Your last audio reversal, sir. It's a little bit on the tough side just because the quality is not great as well. This is an older one, and it's from Honey Nut Cheerios, and it's a Christmas commercial.
Hey, we both ended on cereal. I love it.
Yes, exactly. And this is Scrooge talking with the Honey Nut Cheerio bee.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go again.
Okay.
So, your options are A, Santa just ran into the kitchen and stepped on all the Cheerios. He's a serial killer. B, you've got nothing better to do but work. Mr. Scrooge, please try the Honey Nut Cheerios. C, bah humbug, I've got better things to do. But Mr. Scrooge, Honey Nut Cheerios, it's Christmas. Or D, Honey Nut Cheerios should cheer up Mr. Scrooge. Bah humbug, you filthy bee.
Hearing this, I'm not as familiar with this commercial, but I feel like I can see it. I think maybe I remember it. Play it one more time.
Sure. Clearly, it's A. Santa ran into the kitchen and stepped on the Cheerios. He's a serial killer.
Absolutely. No. I do think it's funny. I think I can pick it out. It's funny how Cheerios backwards sounds like Irish.
It does sound like Irish. Yeah, Irish. That's exactly right.
And that said, I think it's probably C. B and C both have Cheerios near the end, but B, you've got nothing better to do but work. Mr. Scrooge, please try the Honey Nut Cheerios. Ends in Cheerios, and there's at least a couple words before that, meaning after it. So I think it's C, bah humbug, I've got better things to do. But Mr. Scrooge, Honey Nut Cheerios, it's Christmas.
All right, we shall find out.
Humbug, better things to do. Oh, Mr. Scrooge, Honey Nut Cheerios, it's Christmas.
Very good, sir. Very good. Oh, man.
Irish.
Irish.
All right.
Okay, so at the end of Audio Reversal, our fourth segment, I finally took one by 1 point. That was a good round for both of us. 4 of 5 and 5 of 5. So I will take it happily. And it all comes down to segment number 5 again, Chris. We were in this situation last week. Our segment number 5 is our Lost in Translations. This week, we are making some modifications. We felt like things were, going on too long. So instead of giving 4 options, we're giving only 2. So it's more of an A or B rather than A, B, C, or D. And to fit the theme, we decided to use Christmas card greetings. So bear in mind, this is very loose. These are made up Christmas card greetings that Chris and I created or found online. And I think this is going to be fun.
Absolutely. Yeah. And for those who don't remember the Lost in Translations game, we'd put a phrase through Google Translate, set it through 10 different languages back to English, and try to guess the original phrase based on the mistranslated gibberish that comes out.
That's exactly right. All right, Chris. Are you ready for your first Lost in Translation?
Please, yes.
I will mention I used the same 10 translations for all 5 of these, and they were Finnish, Greek, Hebrew, Vietnamese, Thai, Polish, Norwegian, Welsh, Russian, and finally Chinese.
All right.
So, your first Christmas card greeting after 10 translations came out as, I hope you like the gift I told you. Was the original phrase, I hope you hate the gift I told you about, or I hope you love the present you told me to buy for you.
I hope you hate the gift I told you about. That's a little shorter. But translations tend to cut out words more than they add words, so it still could be B. And
oh, I got to play the music. I was wondering why it was so quiet. Stand by. Music is coming back.
Get some Christmas jams. Okay. B, love could easily turn into like, I told you to buy for, or you told me to buy for you could turn into I told you. I think that aligns a little more closely, even though it's longer. I think it's probably B. I hope you love the present you told me to buy for you.
That is correct. Very good.
Yeah.
Excellent, sir.
All right. I love it. Okay, you want your first one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. After 10 translations, and for those interested, my 10 languages were Corsican, Hmong, Romanian, Irish, Samoan, Japanese, Albanian, Czech, Odia, and Bosnian. And it came out as, I brought a picture book for Christmas. What does it mean to not collect stamps? But welcome to this opportunity.
What an opportunity.
Mm-hmm. So was the original phrase, A, I had bought a photo album for you, but I couldn't afford the stamps to send it to you. We'll try again next year. Or B, I got you a book of stamps for Christmas. What do you mean you don't collect stamps? Whatever. Season's greetings.
Interesting how somehow we got collect in there. It's not in A, but it is in B. And this is a made-up card greeting, so I could totally picture this being, I got you a book of stamps for Christmas. What do you mean you don't collect stamps? Whatever, season's greetings. That's pretty funny. I'm going to go with B. I like that one. It's goofy, a little bit mean. I just think that one makes sense because the word stamps is in both. Final answer.
Good job. You are correct. Goofy and a little bit mean is the theme, so roll with it.
Yes, sir. Okay, so your second Lost in Translations Christmas card greeting version is, it came out as, Christmas is not a gift for the family, but a curl. Who left for the family?
Okay.
Was the original phrase A, Christmas is all about family, except in my case, where the whole family left me? Or is it B, Christmas is not about presents, it's about family and spiral ham? And who in the family is bringing the spiral ham?
Okay. This really could go either way. Again, B is longer, but the translations tend to cut out whole chunks of words if it doesn't handle it well. It's not about presents, it's about family, or it's all about family. Could both turn into it's not a gift for the family. But a curl could come from spiral ham. But who left for the family sounds a whole lot like where the whole family left me, and not who in the family is bringing the spiral ham. You would think if spiral translated to curl, then it would come up a second time. You would think. As much as I love B, and I kind of hope it's B, and I'm going to just turn that into my life motto, I'm going to guess A, I think. Christmas is all about family, except in my case, where the whole family left me. Wah wah.
Only thing I'll say is, remember, it is a Christmas card greeting.
Well, I feel like you're trying to change my mind.
I feel like you forgot that this is a Christmas card greeting.
I didn't forget. Christmas is all about. I just figured it was a self-deprecating, funny because it's sad Christmas card.
Okay, well, that is incorrect. It was B, the spiral ham. But I agree. That one was definitely tricky because of the way. I don't know why it translated out like that. It just did.
I do like that though. It's not about presents. It's about family and spiral ham. And
which is delicious.
Yeah. It's fantastic. Well, okay. Sorry. Well, you ready for your second one?
Yes, you should be. Sorry, I'm just kidding.
I should be. Okay. Second Christmas card greeting came out as Santa is not real, and so the sky is the limit.
That we you know what? Next year I'm gonna send. I already sent out all my cards, but I'm gonna use some of these.
They're pretty great. So was the original phrase A, no such thing as Santa, take off, hoser. Or B, Santa ain't real, so grow the hell up.
Well, I really like Takeoff Hoser. Thanks to my dad for always saying Hoser. Man, the sky is the limit. Grow the hell up. Take off. When I hear grow, I think sky. I could see how that's somehow translated. Also, Santa ain't is not. It seems like it would go better than no such thing. So I'm going to go with B. Santa ain't real, so grow the hell up. Final answer.
Yes, you're right.
Oh. I was like, oh no, I goofed it up again.
Nope, you got it. Yep. Santa ain't real, so grow the hell up. That's my kind of Christmas card.
Yes, I like it.
Send that to your nephew.
Yes, very good. I will do that. Okay, so your third Lost in Translation Christmas card edition is: a person has 3 steps. He believes in Santa Claus, don't trust Santa, and it is sacred.
The 3 stages of life. Okay.
Yes. So was the original phrase, there are 3 stages of man. He believes in Santa Claus. He does not believe in Santa Claus. He is Santa Claus. Or is it, a person has 3 steps. They set out the cookies for Santa. Santa takes more than just the cookies. Sacred elves beat you up.
Well, what is Santa taking besides cookies? That ranges from like misdemeanor to very troubling.
Most likely your mom. I feel like that's a perfect your mom joke.
And he sends his sacred elves to beat you up.
Yes.
It sounds like probably A. I enjoy that little joke. There are 3 stages of man. He believes in Santa Claus. He does not believe in Santa Claus. He is Santa Claus. But I think don't trust Santa is a lot more effective than don't believe in Santa.
Yep, that is correct, sir. You got it right. Very good.
All right. Well, your third came out as: I bought a Christmas card and used the money I saved for a summer gift. Thank you very much.
I bought a Christmas. Okay.
Was the original phrase A, I bought you a card for Christmas and used the money I saved on your gift to buy booze. Thanks.
Okay.
Or is it, this Christmas card is my way of saying thank you for that magical night last summer?
Okay, so A has the money reference in it. B does not. But A has booze, and the actual phrase doesn't say anything about booze. And then B talks about summer, and A does not talk about summer. All right, you know what, Chris? But see, A says thanks. Okay, I'm sorry. I keep stalling because my brain is trying to figure it out. I'm going to go with A. I bought you a Christmas card for Christmas and used the money I saved on your gift to buy booze. Thanks. I like that one. Just because the thanks at the end. Final answer.
You got it.
Really?
That is correct.
What? Okay, that was honest to God. It's just a total guess.
Yep. This is one of those very rare instances when I was surprised that it did somehow turn thanks into the full phrase, thank you very much. Usually translations don't add a bunch like that.
You're right.
There you go.
Okay, your fourth Lost in Translations. This is a very goofy one. The translation came out as, I will touch the puppies when I think of you. Was the original phrase, when I think about you, I touch my elf. Or B, puppies are the meaning of Christmas.
Well, okay. It's the same issue. A talks about touching and thinking. B talks about puppies. But regardless, I love the pun. When I think about you, I touch my elf. Too much to not guess it. It's got to be A.
You are correct, sir. Oh. Very good. Can you imagine that on a Christmas card? Merry Christmas, Bobby. When I think about you, I touch my elf. It's so creepy.
Oh, we need to extend that into a whole song parody.
Yes.
Yeah. Right on. Well, your fourth Christmas card here, after 10 translations, came out as, I hope your trip will be nice, visible to those thinking online. Was the original phrase A, may your holidays be as beautiful as your fake social media posts make them look? Or B, don't visit relatives this year. The internet is watching you.
I'm sensing a reoccurring theme. They both kind of contradict in different ways. So don't visit relatives as opposed to I hope the internet is watching you. May your holidays be as beautiful as your fake social media posts make them look. Wow. I really could see the internet is watching you. Well, does a translation know that internet means online? You know what? Screw it. I'm going with B, just because I think it's funny. I would love to see this on a Christmas card. Don't visit relatives this year. The internet is watching you. The internet overlords. Final answer.
Oh, no. It is A. Let's first miss this round. May your holidays be as beautiful as your fake social media posts make them look.
I feel like a lot of people need to hear that. On that positive note, here is your fifth Lost in Translation. It came out as, I'm trying to do something new this Christmas. I want to put myself together and sleep under a tree so you can finally see my gift. Was the original phrase A, you're getting a new gift this year. I'm going to wrap up in a giant tortilla and snuggle under the tree. Christmas burrito. Or B, I'm trying something new this Christmas. I'm going to wrap myself up and sleep under the Christmas tree so you finally understand what a gift I am to you.
Okay. Well, I want it to be A. I want to do A. I want to wrap myself in a giant tortilla and snuggle under the tree and be a Christmas burrito. That sounds great. But that's a whole sentence cut out. Whole declarative cut out at the end of that. It ends with, you can finally see my gift, and there's no mention of a Christmas burrito or Christmas at the end. I don't think it would drop Christmas. So I think it's probably B. I'm trying something new this Christmas. I'm going to wrap myself up and sleep under the Christmas tree so you'll finally understand what a gift I am to you.
That is correct, sir. Very good.
JJ says that the tortilla blanket is a real thing, and I think I've seen that. I've also seen pizza blankets.
But see, that's not enough. I want an actual tortilla that is still warm.
Gonna have to find a big griddle.
Yes, you would. But it still needs to be flexible enough to roll in.
In Texas, if you maybe find a hot sidewalk.
Honestly, you wouldn't even need the sidewalk, just the driveway or a road.
Mm-hmm.
Actual giant 7-foot tortilla that is still warm. See, all we need is your mom to sit on it, and we'll be good. Anyways, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
All right.
All right, I'm ready.
Your final prompt, your final chance to tie this up is, that came out after 10 translations as, you and I have a big chemist tree, and we can feel Santa Claus.
Okay.
So, was the original phrase, you and I have great chemistry, and it makes me feel sentimental.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so good.
Or was it B, finally our alchemy tree will allow us to sexually assault Santa Claus?
Okay. I am pretty sure this is A. I want it to be B, but I'm pretty sure, just based on the pacing, that it is. You and I have great chemistry, and it makes me feel sentimental. That is beautiful. Man, if that doesn't woo a woman, I don't know what will.
Well, it wooed you, because that is correct.
Excellent. So, It looks like we finished tied again, Chris, which means 0 points across the board again.
Does it mean 0 points? It doesn't mean we go into 2 tiebreakers for you to have one last shot at taking the episode.
No, because you're up a full segment. So even if I won a tiebreaker, it would just be actually tied. So I think you officially won the episode, my friend.
All right.
So, yes.
Yay.
That was fun. A Christmas prelude. I had a blast. That Christmas pun slayed me. Well, everyone.
Reindeer.
The end of the show is ending very soon, y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out with us again for another holiday episode. And congratulations, as usual, to you, Chris, for winning a Christmas prelude.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. I'll take it this time. But next episode is our Christmas proper episode, and it is still anyone's game. And in fact, all the segments on this show are still up in the air as well. The whole preseason, season 0, is about fine-tuning. So please, 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 if you'd like, swing by our feedback form. Let us know what you like, what we could do better, what you want to see in the future. We're planning on adding more segments, adding more features, adding more interactivity, guests, all kinds of things. URL is in the chat. Click if you'd like. You can also swing by our About page.
Speaking of our About page, you can find us on many other platforms. And if you want to find us on those platforms, the About page is the place to go. I highly encourage all of you to check out our YouTube, where every week I post the recording that has been edited for YouTube appropriate. It's a good time. We typically also do a Twitter notification when we go live, so please go follow Botched Situation on Twitter, also in our About page. We stream roughly every Tuesday around 8 Central, 9 Eastern. So be sure to check us out here on Twitch. Oh, and by the way, on our YouTube, I almost forgot, when you go to YouTube, please subscribe and click that little bell so that you get all of the notifications and you don't miss any of the episodes. But more importantly, we are planning some future edits, some other releases around all of these fun episodes, not just full episodes. But those full episodes will be posted on Sundays, the following Sunday of every show.
Mm-hmm. We do very much appreciate your follows and subscriptions and all those goodies. So it has been fun, everyone, but I need to go. It's time to go celebrate my victory by licking a dozen candy canes into super sharp points and stabbing my enemies.
And I will spend the night punishing myself by eating delicious food but not swallowing it and just spitting it out after tasting it.
Oh, that sounds awful. Well, we hope to see you all next week.
Thank you very much, y'all. See ya.
Bye-bye.